What to do, everybody? Welcome back to the Cash It Zone. On today's episode, we got an absolute banger for you guys. We got UFC 323 going down in Vegas Saturday, December 6th. And if you didn't know, this is the last pay-per-view ever because in 2026, UFC will be going to Paramount. And for this one, man, I'm excited for this one, guys. For this one, we got two title fights. We got in the bantamweight division, we got Dvalishvili going against ranked 3 Peter Yan. And in the co-main event, we got in the flyweight champion Alexander Pantoja going against ranked 1 Joshua Van. And if you guys didn't know as well too, on our last video, we cashed a plus 354 parlay. Shout out to my boy D Will. He's the best in the game, and as well, he will be joining me on today's episode. What it do, D Will?
Let's go, Drop Zone. What's up, bro?
Bro, you cashed
Man,
the people.
let's go, man. I told y'all, man, the people been asking for a parlay. We delivered last week, and we plan to do the same thing this week. Stick around at the end of the video. We got another three-legger for y'all. We plan on cashing back to back. We got a pay-per-view event, our last pay-per-view event ever. Only 2 cards left in the year. We were snapping in November. We're going to keep the momentum going into December to end the year strong. Let's go, Drop Zone. I'm hyped to be back after a week off of no fights, man. Let's go.
Oh man, that week off was the worst, man.
Terrible.
I don't know. I can't live without UFC, man. I need it. I need it. We gotta make this
Oh,
money, man. It's our best sport to
facts, bro.
bet. Let's get it,
Facts.
man. Let's get it, bro. Let's get started, man. I'm hyped for this
Oh,
one. All right, in the first fight, we got Muhammad Naimov versus Myron Santos. Great fight coming up in our first one. We got the 2024 winner, tough winner, Santos going against upcoming prospect, Naimov. Um, this at first was a tough fight for me to bet. You know, you got a great grappler going against a great striker. Only problem I have with this one is that, picking Naimov is pretty hard in this one because when I seen his last fights, he's kind of limited due to skill. The tougher his opponents get, he has a hard time getting the takedowns. And I think in this situation against Myron Santos, who has pretty good takedown defense, I think it's going to give him a lot of problems. Santos is very good with the leg kicks, with the punches, very fast and very powerful. So I think I'm gonna keep it sweet and eat simple on this one. Let's go with Myron Santos money line at minus 275 and by decision at plus 100. What you got, D Will?
let's go, bro. Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. I think this fight personally is actually a lot closer than what most people think. I just can't get over the Francis Marshall fight against Myron Santos, where I
Oh
thought
yeah.
Francis Marshall completely won that fight. I think both guys fight on close margins. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm taking Naimov in this fight to start off as a decent sized dog. I think he can get the wrestling
Oh, you're taking
going.
the underdog.
Taking the
Oh,
dog. Yep, at plus 220.
let's go.
This is just obviously, predictions and bets are different, but I think this is a super close fight. I do like the over in this. I like the over 2.5 rounds.
Hmm.
Don't really see a finish. Both guys, man, like I said, they fight on close margins. I think this is just going to be a super close fight. I know Santos has really good striking. I'd give him the striking edge over Naimov, but I like the grappling in Naimov, and I don't think he's a fish out of water in the striking. So give me Naimov plus 220. I also like a little safer play is Naimov plus 3.5 spread to where all he has to do is win a round, and that's
Hmm.
minus 110. So I like both of those plays, but yeah, it could go either way, but I'm expecting a close fight. Give me the dog at plus 220. Let's go.
All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. On to the next fight. We got Mansour Abdul-Malik versus Antonio Trocoli. All right.
Yeah.
We might witness another massacre in the UFC right into the beginning of the card. We got the prospect Abdul Malik going against the Brazilian veteran Antonio Trocoli. Trocoli is 0-2 in the UFC and has been finished in round one in both of those fights. Even though I do think Abdul Malik needs more experience, I just think honestly when it comes to his athleticism, strength, and power, it's just going to be way too much for Trocoli to handle. I do think this fight does have the possibility of hitting round two, going past round one. So for this fight, give me Abdul Malik to get the finish in round two at plus 250. And as well, I'd like this fight to go into round two as well, so that could be as well good, decent money. What you got, D Will?
Let's go. Yeah, this is my most confident pick on the card. It's not a surprise. Dude's minus 1400. Mansour Abdul-Malik's gonna kill this man. Trocoli doesn't really offer much. Like he's worried about playing poker and shit. He doesn't have good head movement when he's in the cage.
Oh, I
He's not
forgot he plays poker.
yeah, he's not a dangerous guy. You saw him, he got knocked out in the third round against Shara Magomedov, who's like pretty low volume. Well, I won't say low volume, but he's not really knocking people out left and right like that. And then got finished in the first round against Trey Gordon, which is awful. I think Mansour Abdul-Malik, a lot of people are always saying like he's betting his overs because he always finishes people, not always, but he's been finishing people over that 1.5 round mark, like late into the second round. And then it was the Cody Brundage shit in the last fight that they didn't even start fighting till round 3. I think he comes out, makes a statement, ends this one quick. I'm talking quick within the first 2 minutes. I like Mansour to win in round 1 at minus 125. I'll be looking at the fight specials for the fight to end in the first minute, second minute, and third minute of round 1. I think he goes out there and catches a body.
All
Let's go.
right, let's go. I'm not mad at that at all. Not mad at that at all. This Abdul Malik is very powerful, and I'm sure after what happened with Brundage, he's going to want to make a statement in this one because that fight sucked.
Yeah, that was crazy. Get that
All
shit.
right, in our next fight in the light heavyweight, we got Iwo Baraniewski. Did I say it right? Baraniewski against
Yeah, close enough. Yeah.
Ebo and against Ebo Aslan. All right, this is Baron Whiskey's debut fight. You know, we got Aslan, who's from Turkey, going against the Polish newcomer. You know, Baron Whiskey is 6-0 as a pro, and impressively, in all 6 of his fights, he has got the finish in round 1. You know, Aslan did lose his last 2 fights, but I still believe he has a lot of potential. He knows how to pick his shots, and as well for a light heavyweight, he actually has pretty good cardio. You know, I got a good feeling about an Aslan bounce back here in this spot because as well, when you have a fighter that gets the win way too early in fights, you don't know what he can do going past round 1. And I think Aslan has the experience here. You know, I gotta go. I'm gonna take the underdog in this one, bro. I'm gonna go Aslan money line plus 155 and by KO plus 240. Let's go. I feel really good about that one.
Let's go, man. Yeah. Surprisingly, I'm on another dog here. I'm with you. I'm
Let's
on
go.
Aslan. I went back and forth on this one all week long because after that last fight against Elikana, it's like, how can you trust Aslan to do anything? Like, that was such a disappointment. That was his
Mhm.
first fight. I think he went to decision. But Elikana kind of lured him into fighting his style and, like, for that fight. Like, it was really weird. Like, that Aslan's never fought like that before. And this is a fight where he knows he has to come out and make a statement and make a bounce back performance here. So I think it's going to be chaos. I think this fight's going to be a car crash. Baraniewski, all his finishes are in the first round. I'm not expecting a boring fight here. I think Aslan can go back to his killer ways, and this is a guy I think he can knock out, someone that doesn't have that much experience. I
Mhm.
like the dog here. I'll take him by knockout at plus 240. I like the under 1.5 rounds here as well. I think we get violence.
Let's
Let's go.
go. Let's go. I love that we're on this same pick, man. I have a feeling this is going to be one of our favorite underdog hits in the card on Saturday.
I have a decent, yeah. I'm semi confident about it. The more and more that I was taping it, I'm like, man, if like this is a fight, he's got to get that finish on. But we'll see
Yeah,
what happens.
facts.
Someone's getting served.
All right, on to the next fight. We got in the lightweight bout, we got Edson Barboza going against Jalen Turner. Well, I guess retirement wasn't going well for Turner because he is back after 9 months from hanging the gloves. He is looking to get back in the win column in the UFC. He's got a tough match against Edson Barboza. You know, Turner was actually a great prospect coming to UFC. He even pulled off a 5-fight win streak. Turner as well comes out hot in the first round, but his problem is that he tends to fade away throughout the rest of the rounds. You know, you know, he's had some brutal losses. The ones I think about the most that he lost to when it comes to lasting out the rounds was against Hooker, Gamrot, and as well, you know, against that Moicano. That was a pretty bad upset as well too. You know, he thought he finished him and he went back and he didn't. But Moicano came back to get the win. You know, he has not won a fight going past round 2, which is absolutely scary. But you know, the bookmakers love him in this fight. He's close to a minus. He's over a minus 300 favorite. You know, Barbosa as well is pretty good with his fights. is pretty good in his fights, and he is the veteran. But the problem is Barboza is that he's not really good against high pressured opponents. And I think Turner is going to give him those problems in round one since he likes to empty the gas tank early. So, in this situation, give me Turner to bounce back and be in the win column. I'm going to take his money line at minus 325, and I'm going to take a little high prop on him for him. I'm going to take him to get the sub at plus 375. Let's go. D. Will, what you got?
Let's go. I love it, bro. Yeah, I'm on Jalen Turner. It's my second most confident pick. Good parlay piece. Uses money line. His price is going up pretty quick. Um, I just think he's catching Edson Barboza at the perfect time, making his return from his brief retirement. The guy's 39 years old on a 2-fight losing streak. Was getting pieced up by Jakar Close. Jalen Turner is going to hurt this man bad. I know Edson Barboza is super durable for the most part, but um, he's in for a tough fight here. Like I honestly think he could get cracked and it could come early. I don't know when exactly it's going to happen, but I think Turner's going to get him out of there at some point. I'm personally on the knockout, but a club and sub situation would not surprise me.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, give me Jalen Turner. I'll take him inside the distance as well. I think it's like minus 190 or something like that for like a parlay piece. But yeah, I think he gets the job done, man. Let's go.
Let's go, man. So far, we've been all like, besides the first fight, we're all the same
Yeah,
picks. Let's get it,
that
man.
one too. I think literally like I'm split decision type shit. Like it could go either way, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
as long as we go in strong during the early prelims, hopefully for the rest of the card, we cash on everything else. All
Facts, man.
right,
Just funny.
on to the next fight. We got in the middleweight bout, we got rank 14 Vettori against Bruno Ferreira. It's man, when I saw this fight on the early prelims, I was like pretty surprised. Like, damn, Martin Vettori on an early prelims. Whew, I mean, this guy has to bounce back for sure,
Yeah,
especially at rank 14 as well. You know, he's
it's
got a tough
true.
fight against him. He's got Bruno Ferreira, the Hulk, who always gets his win in style. Brody is very much due for a win. You know, since that injury, since his injury and the surgery when he had the 2 year layoff, he has not bounced back. He is on a 3 fight losing streak, and it's just been really tough for him. But Ferreira as well has been great. But one thing I've noticed about Ferreira in his fights, when it comes down to his fights, is whether his opponent has a better wrestling or he gets to the or whoever gets to the punch first. And in this situation, I think Vettori is the better wrestler. And Vettori does have a chin of steel as well. Nobody knocks him out. He always goes to the decision call out, and as well, you know, I just don't. If that's what's going to give. If Vettori's wrestling is better than Ferreira's, and as well, Ferreira can't knock him out, that's going to give him a lot of problems. So give me Vettori here to bounce back at money line at minus 115, and that is all I'm taking for that fight. Just the money line. My bad for a little bit mumbling there, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's go, D. Will. What you got?
Let's go, man. Yeah, I'm also on the Vittori side here. I think this is just to keep it simple and sweet, man. Like this, he's got if he wants to continue in the UFC, like this is a fight he's got to win because he's fought the who's who in the middleweight division. Let's be real, like
Mhm.
this is a step down for him. Let's be
Huge
honest,
step
like
down.
he's literally fought the top guys in the division for many years, and he's never been chin. So it's like, can his chin hold up against Ferreira? I'm gonna say yes. He's got to show me that it can't before I say no. You know what I mean? Vittori's chin is held up so far, and I think they both have good wrestling. I just think um, Vittori's got to win this fight. Could Ferreira chin him? Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked, but this is a spot I think Vettori can stay safe for the most part and just outwork him for 3 rounds. I think it does go long. I think Vettori could get a sub late, not banking on it. Um, but yeah, we'll see. Ferreira never been to decision, bro. So yeah, hard to say. But give me Vettori money line as well. That's all I have written down as well. I got a minus 120, but I didn't take any props either.
We're in sync right now. We are
Let's go. Let's keep
absolutely
it
in
rolling.
sync. That's how you know we're
Let's
gonna
keep it
cash this
rolling.
weekend. That's how
Facts,
you
man.
know. Let's go, man. I love it. I love it so
Let's see
far.
who you're on in this next one.
Oh man, I'm curious to know who you're on too. All right, we
Uh,
are out of the early prelims and we are now into the regular prelims. We got Nassim Sadykhov against Faraz Ziam. All right. In this fight, we got the undefeated Sadykhov going against Ziam, who is as well on a 5-fight win streak. Now, Sadykhov is very good. He is very relentless, puts a lot of pressure into his opponents, and consistently finds ways to outlast his opponents as well. But it is time to stop doubting Ziam. It's time to stop doubting him. He is an absolute wagon. He has cashed me so many times, and I'm going to be sticking with him until the wheels fall off. He knows how to use his reach. He knows how to take advantage of his reach game, and as well, he's very, very good in the clinch, especially when he has the fighter up against the cage. Very well-rounded. I think Ziam is also as well the better striker here. Give me Ziam by decision at plus 130.
All right, man. I'm gonna take the dog in this one. Let's go. I'm taking
A dog again.
Sadykhov money line at plus 114. Um, he's gotta bring the fight to Ziam here. Ziam's gonna stay at range, use his reach, stay on the outside. He has really good boxing. Both guys can mix in takedowns if they want. I just think Sadykhov's got that dog in him, bro. We've seen him like been losing fights and always comes back and gets a late finish. Um, I think this is a fight he has to make ugly. I think he's got to make it a dog fight. He cannot just stay on the outside. If he does, he's gonna probably lose this fight. But I think he'll find a way to get it done, man. I'm gonna take him. I don't know how this fight's gonna play out. If it goes the distance or we get a finish, I'm gonna just take the money line at plus money and call it a day. But yeah, give me the dog in this one. Let's go.
Yeah, I like this fight to go to decision too. I don't think either one of these
I'm not
guys
mad
get the
at it.
finish. All right, on to the next fight. In the next fight, we got in the women's flyweight bout and the only women's fight of the card. We got ranked 5 Macy Barber going against ranked 9 Corrine Silva. Barber, she is great at bullying her opponents. She has a 4-fight win streak, and as well puts on great pressure as well, and has a pretty good gas tank. I am a fan of her. She's going against the dog Corrine Silva, who is 5-1 in the UFC. Since she's been in the UFC, she has shot up in the rankings and has proved to be a dangerous submission artist. Barber, who has been about on a year layoff, is giving me signs that she will be a little rusty, and going against a tricky fighter like Corrine Silva, I think she might get caught slipping, and I do have a feeling this fight is not going to go the distance. So I know I've been keeping this quick and simple, but I'm going to go with the dog in this one. Give me Corrine Silva at money line at plus 180. And as well, I'm going to take a shot at her submission line at plus 450. She used to pull off those submission wins all the time, and she hasn't had one since 2023. So I think she is due. What you got, D-Will?
Let's go, man. I'm not mad at that at all. Man, this is a tough one for me too because I was initially on Karine Silva, but I'm gonna go with Macy Barber, low confidence, just as obviously a prediction. Both girls really haven't impressed me as of late, and then we have Macy Barber that's like has the health issues and the long layoff, and Karine Silva. Am I mistaken? Is she just on a 1-fight win streak or a 2-fight win streak? Let me see. Yeah, just
Oh,
a one
Barb.
fight. She kind of
Yeah,
let me
one
down
fight.
against Vivian.
Hmm.
Yeah, Viviana, and then close fight against Barboza. I don't know. I think Barber is going to be able to get Karina Silva down, and I think that Silva's going to be trying to throw up subs off her back, and I just don't think it's going to work here. It might, but like I said, I think Barber can just get control on top, on the feet. I don't know. Karina Silva's got power, but she's low volume. It could
You
go.
don't
It
look
could
you
go
don't look
either way.
confident in this one at all.
No, I'm really not. It could go either way, bro. Like for a prediction, though, I'm gonna take Macy Barber to get a round 3 finish or a decision win. Round 3 or decisions minus 120, but low confidence in that. I could see Kareem potentially pulling it off. See what happens.
Okay, bet. So this is a low confidence pick, and for probably both of us as well too, because I'm not that
Yeah,
confident.
I'm not. I'm not betting on this fight, man.
Yeah. All right, on to the next one. In the lightweight bout, we got an absolute banger for you guys because this one
Yes.
is going to end early 1,000,000%. We got Terrence McKinney against Chris Duncan. Now, the line is set as zero point 0.5 rounds, and the over is at minus 220. The under 1.5 is set at minus 425. That is absolutely crazy. The bookmakers are basically saying that this fight is going to end early. Don't overthink it. And especially with these two fighters, these guys love to get finishes. Betting wise for me, I won't be throwing this really on a lot of parlays, but I am confident in Duncan this one. The problem is with Terrence McKinney is that he does tend to leave himself wide open and vulnerable to counter shots, and especially when Duncan has gotten bounce back wins before, so this could very much happen again. McKinney's just too wishy-washy for me. He wins, he loses, he wins, he loses. I just can't keep up with him, and I'm not willing to take a chance on him in this one. Give me in this one. I'm not going to really pick a fighter in this one. Just I'm more confident in this play. Give me any fighter to win by KO. Since the fight is predicted to end early, I think somebody's just going to land something, and that person's going to get knocked out, slept cold in the middle of the octagon. So my prop for this one would be any fighter to win by KO at minus 120. What you got, D. Will?
Let's go, man. Yeah, this is going to be a car crash of a fight. There is no way in hell it makes it past round two. Not in any circumstance, any way, shape, form, or fashion. It's not going to happen. I was back and forth on this one too, man. This is a fight where I could see T-Rex getting it done in round one. Chris Duncan is there to be hit, and McKinney's one of the most dangerous guys on the planet in the first round. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like you said, we've seen Duncan bounce back from adversity before against Charlie Campbell. Got rocked and then ended up getting that knockout. Um, and I think all the upsides on Duncan if the fight gets past round one, which Duncan could survive the storm or get a finish himself in the first round. But yeah, I'm gonna lean Duncan. I think this is the right side here. Could McKinney come out and starch him quick? Sure, but
That's a
I
chance.
think Duncan has the tools to get this one done. And like I said, if this fight goes past round one, it's Duncan almost like all day long. So I'll take
Yeah.
Duncan to win in rounds one or two at minus 125. Let's
Yes.
go.
100%. I
Someone's
like it.
getting an early finish for sure. Like I said, this fight's not going past round two. It's not
I
going
don't.
into the
I
third.
don't think it has a chance of going past round one. To be honest.
Yeah, it's very unlikely.
Very unlikely. These guys, it's gonna be a banger. It's like we're gonna don't
Same
even try not to blink in this fight because the fight might be over just like that.
Max.
All right. In the next fight, we have another lightweight bout. We got ranked 13 Grant Dawson going against Manuel Torres. We got a wrestler against a striker battle in this one. Dawson. Since he's lost to Green in 2023, he's looked very, very impressive and is now on a 4-fight win streak. He's very good at bullying his opponents with the wrestling. You know, Torres, who likes to swing first and ask questions later. This can be really tough for him. All of his fights except one fight in the UFC have not gone past round one. He's just a beast when it comes to getting these finishes. You know, this fight is kind of iffy to me, but Dawson's grappling says that he's going to get it done no problem. But when it comes to Torres, you just never know. Like, what if he gets one shot on him and then bomb? Dawson's out. Bobby Green can do it. 1,000,000% Torres can do it.
Max.
I was kind of on and off about this one, bro. Like, this
It's
is why.
tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah, it's very, very tricky. I'm not a huge fan of this one. But I do have a pick that I am confident with. I do like this fight to reach round two at minus 150. I don't think Torres gets the round one knockout on Dawson just because Dawson is going to shoot immediately. And I think if he gets this fight on the ground, this fight for sure has the chance of going to round two. So I do like that play. Fight to reach round two, minus 150. You know, Torres is going to have a hard time with this one, but then I'm worried that if it goes to round two or round three, Torres can find the shot before he goes for the takedown, then bomb, it's over. So
Yeah.
I'm going to take a few plays on this one. I'm going to take Dawson by sub at plus 130 as well, and Torres by KO at plus 275. Both those two are plus money. I like it. I'll take a shot at those. Let's get it. What you got, D. Will?
All right, yeah, man. So Grant Dawson already said, and it's not a surprise, but he literally said in an interview that like everyone knows what's going to happen in this fight. He's like, I'm going to hump his leg and wrestle him. Like I am not trying to
I
get hit.
saw
I'm
that.
not. I am playing this safe. Like he is the dangerous guy. The problem is every fight starts on the feet, bro. And this reminds me of just like the Michael Morales and Sean Brady fight, bro. You know how good Sean Brady's wrestling is? It's like the man never had a chance, dude. Like he got hit with
Yeah,
a couple shots
that's
and just
very
was
very good
got
example.
put down. So like I gotta, and Torres can grapple. You see what he did when Chris Duncan tried to take him down, bro? This man literally got the underhooks in and just threw him off of him. Like, it's not gonna be easy to take him down and just like control him. Dawson does have good grappling and good wrestling, but I can't lie, bro. I was back and forth on this one too. I'm like, does Dawson stay safe? Wrestle? I don't think so. I think Manuel Torres gets the knockout. I'm gonna take Manuel Torres money line at plus 180. I think there's good value on there. Every fight starts on the feet, man. If you don't get that man down, it is game over for Dawson.
Yo, man, how many underdogs are you on in this card so far? At least like five. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. My boy taking
Facts.
chances today, and I like it. I like the thrill. I like
Sure.
this. I like the new D Will.
Let's go, bro.
All right. We are out of the prelims, and it's time to hit
Oh,
the main card, which is an absolute banger. Man, I mean, I am excited for this one. Just so many interesting matchups. I think it's going to be awesome,
oh,
bro. All right, and right into the main card, we got ranked 5, Jane Blackowicz going against
Blackowicz.
ranked 11, Bogdan Gustov. This one was a little tough for me to pick, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know,
Hell yeah.
John Blackowicz is on a 2-fight losing streak. He is the former champion. You know, it's just hard. It's hard to go against him in this fight, especially going against a prospect when all he has done in these past fights is fought the best of the best. You know, the reason why I'm giving a lot of confidence in Blackowicz to get the win is because as well, he went against Pereira, he went against Carlos Oldberg, he went against Ankalaev, all finishers, and in all three of those fights took it to decision and didn't get finished. So that's what's very impressive to me. Even though Gustov is very powerful and as well can throw good combinations and pretty fast for a light heavyweight, Gustov could be the one to get the finish on John Blackowicz. But I do think Blachowicz endurance is going to hold up, and as well, if Blachowicz takes this fight to the ground and goes shoots for takedowns and goes wrestling, I think Gustov can see a lot of problems in this one. So Gustov's takedown defense will be tested. I'm going to give it to the veteran Blachowicz. His money line at minus 135 and by decision at plus 225. What you got, bro?
Damn, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You literally had my exact same breakdown up until about like a couple hours ago, bro. This is a super close fight for me. I was literally in the group chat, bro. You can go back and look. Like
Yeah.
I was on Jan Blachowicz, bro, because of the thing. You literally broke down all the points I was gonna say perfectly, actually.
Mm,
But something about this fight tells me that Guskov is gonna find a fucking sneaky counter shot. He's gonna match the Polish power with the speed,
hmm
and dude hits hard as shit. And like you never get cracked until you get cracked. So it's like
That's true.
with him being 10 years younger, man, like on the upward trajectory, I think he finds that shot. If he doesn't find that shot, though, I think Jan Blachowicz has a really good chance to win. He's more technical. He's fought the better competition. Even though he's older, still, he's not going to get into a brawl with this guy. He has the takedowns, like you said, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna rock with the Guskov train on this one. I'm gonna take another dog to start the main card. Give me Guskov money line plus 110. Let's go.
Bro, this D Will is
Arr, arr, arr,
barking
arr,
today.
arr. Let's go.
That man is barking today,
Go
bro.
the dogs.
Snap, man. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you, bro. I am not mad at you, man. I love it. I love the new
That's
underdog.
why I tweeted like this card's so tricky to predict because like I know people know, but like these are predictions, not bets. Big difference. My bets will not be like on a low confidence prediction
True.
that I'm making. You know what I mean? But for these full card predictions, bro, god damn, like yeah, when I looked at it, I'm like, it's gonna be some dogs on this one, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm
Let's get
not
it.
mad at it all, bro. All right, on to the next one. In the bantamweight, we got rank 10 Henry Cejudo going against Peyton Talbott. Whew. I'm excited for this one. This one is very, very interesting, bro. I like it a lot. You know, Talbot is massive in this division. He's a flashy striker, great movement and power. You know, the wrestling was horrible when he fought Barcelos, but it has greatly improved since he fought Felipe Lima, who's also one of my favorite prospects in the UFC. This guy has so much potential to be one to get a title shot and everything. I like him a lot, and he's looking to be in the rankings after this win against Cejudo. Cejudo did announce that this will be his last fight. He will be retiring after this, and since Cejudo has been back in the UFC, he has not won. It's just hard. It's just hard to. What are you laughing about?
It's just like you said, since he's been back in the UFC, he has not won. It's like, damn.
Like literally, man. He's
Not back.
he was one of the best flyweights ever, and he even beat Mighty Mouse. I mean, one of the best ever.
He was a problem in his prime. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard to take him. I can understand why people are not taking him in this one, but I'm taking the Olympic gold medalist, former two-division UFC champion, to pull off the upset against Talbot. Yup, I said it, baby. I just think, I know fighters who retire usually always lose, but you're talking about one of the best ever in the UFC. I know he's not the same as he used to be, but I just feel like he's going to go out in style. And usually, and mind you, I always take retiring fighters to lose. I always do. That shit hits pretty high. But in this situation, man, we're going back to Henry Cejudo's wrestling. I think he's going to bring that back how he used to in the flyweight division. I think Talbot is going to have a hard time dealing with that pressure. Cejudo's striking is not as good as Talbot's, but I just think Cejudo's going to bring back that old wrestling and shoot for takedowns, kind of like Marab style, and Talbot's going to have a lot of problems with that. Cejudo has to go back to his old ways if he wants to get this win. So give me Cejudo money line at plus 220 and by decision at plus 350. Let's go, man. Cejudo, let's win in style, baby.
Bro, I respect it. Cejudo's getting smoked, dude. He's too little, dude. He's too tiny. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. We all know, man. He's out of his prime. Like it's the end of the road for my man. Talbot's on the rise. He looked great in his last fight against Lima. If I would have not seen major adjustments in the grappling defense, I would be very worried in this fight, just because like that was such a major hole in his game against Barcelos. But he's good, man. He's improving rapidly in that category, and Cejudo's too little. Talbot's gonna style on him. I think he could finish him, but I'm actually leaning this fight to go long. I wouldn't be surprised with a late finish, but I like Talbot to win in round 3 or decision minus 125. I think he
Yeah,
wins at 30-27 and Cejudo hangs it up. But I'm not mad at your take at all. I would just say be cautious of the people taking Cejudo, putting money on him, because
yeah,
he has to wrestle like the whole time. There's no
yeah.
on the feet. There's never going to be a time on the feet where he has an advantage in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But
I agree. I agree. Yeah, I just want to let you
like
guys
me.
know I always have, in all my cards when it comes to betting, I always have one take a chance play to cash a huge underdog. And this is going to be Cejudo. So yes, I'm taking a chance on this one, but I will always put a hedge bet just in case. And I'm going to go with D Will's hedge bet. I do like the round 3 decision for Talbot at minus, what was that?
Minus 125.
All right, on to the next fight. We got very interesting one in the flyweight bout. We got rank 2 Brandon Moreno going against rank 5 Tatsuro Taira. I'm excited for this one, man. This one's a very interesting matchup. You got the former lightweight champion, one of the best in the division, going against the highest prospect in the division. The 17-1 Taira. Moreno is very, very tough. I love the way he fights. Like I just love everything about this guy. Um, you know, he has a great chin, and as well, he's nonstop. His pace is crazy. He's always moving. It's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up with him. Taira as well is a very patient striker, so it's pretty opposite in the fighting styles, and as well has relentless grappling. I think Taira is going to be not going to stay on the feet with him too much. He will be very much shooting for takedowns, even though his takedown accuracy hasn't been the best lately. I just think he's going to be relentless when it comes to the clinch and holding on to him and just finding any way, shape, or form to get this fight to the ground. I just think honestly, does the UFC really want Moreno to go back into the championship and get another title shot with Pantoja? Like, nobody wants to see that. We want to see prospects. We want to see winners. We want to see the new blood come in and have a shot at the title. As much as I love Moreno, I'm getting tired of just seeing him all the time going for a championship fight. So, not confident in this pick, but give me Taira money line at -120 and by decision at plus 140. Let's go. What you got, D. Will?
Yeah, man. I'm on the Tyra side as well. This is one I was flipping back and forth on. Good points on like the Moreno. He's gonna bring the pressure. On the feet. Tyra a little bit more patient, but relentless grappling, and I think that's where the advantage comes in. I think once Tyra gets Moreno to the ground, we've seen Moreno give up his back before. I think Tyra is live for a sub, even though Moreno he probably lasts all 3 rounds. Also, this is the first 3 round fight for Moreno in a long time. He's been fighting nothing
True.
but
Very
five
true.
rounders. So
Very, very true.
yeah, so a little bit different pace in this fight. But yeah, I agree with you, bro. Like I love Moreno, but like I think Tyra after losing, he lost a split to Royval, I believe. I think he shines in this one, and I think it could be another split type of deal, but I think it is a close fight. I think Tyra edges it out using his grappling. So low confidence, but give me Tyra to win by decision or sub. It's right around like -115 ish.
Yeah, I'm low confidence on
Close
this one.
fight.
Yeah, I'm low confidence on this one too. So definitely take it lightly. I do like the fight to go a distance no matter what. I don't really see a finish in this one. I don't see
Not mad at
Moreno. I
that.
don't see Moreno getting finished, and I don't see Moreno getting the finish on Taira. All right, on to the next one. My boy, it is time. It is time for our first title fight of the night. And it's going to be an
Let's
absolute
go.
banger, and I am very excited for this one. We got for the flyweight title, we got the champion Alexander Pantoja going against rank 1 Joshua Van. I'm excited for this one, man.
Oh yeah.
Way more excited than the main event with Marab and Jan. I just think this one's once again another interesting fight. Pantoja is just on a different level, well, not even different level. He's a different breed when it comes to this division. He has just shown that he's just good, bro. Nobody can beat him right now. Even though he's this will be his fourth title defense. His grappling is just on another level. Nobody can keep up with it, man. He has okay striking, but the grappling for sure is his bread and butter. He's so well at taking control when he has you in the grapple and takes you on the ground. Pantoja is just him. I'm a big fan of Pantoja, but you got someone who is hungry for that title, and I'm telling you right now, Van is hungry. This man's striking is just so good. He's just very, very good with the combinations and as well the volume. He gives out a lot of volume when he strikes. He's just so fast, man. And he's like relentless with that striking. If he gets you in the pocket, he's gonna catch you in the body. He's gonna catch you. He's gonna catch you in the head. He's gonna throw counter shots. He's just that good when it comes to striking. And people sleep on his grappling. He actually has pretty good grappling. But I'm gonna go with the champ. Nope. I'm going with the underdog in this one. Give me Joshua Van to be the new flyweight champion and new, baby. Let's go. The reason why I'm taking Van in this fight as well is because Joshua Van has one of the best takedown defenses in this division. And I just think it's going to hold up against Pantoja. He has an 81% takedown defense. And if he's able to keep this fight on the feet, this could be a lot. This could show a lot of promise for Pantoja. So, I think Van. The main thing is, I think Van is hungry, man, and I think him as a champion would be pretty awesome. So let's go. I'm gonna take Van to be the new flyweight champion, and as well, his money line is at plus 200, and I'm taking his decision at plus 425. And if you're not a fan of my Van underdog bet, I do like this fight to go to reach round 4 at -120. I think that's a pretty solid bet. I don't think I know Pantoja has gone two back-to-back submission wins, but in this situation, since Since Joshua Van is so good at the defense when it comes to the grappling, I think it's going to hold up. What you got, my bro?
Yeah, bro, I'm not mad at that. I'm a big fan of Josh Van as well, but I think Pantoja is just going to show him levels. I think we've seen Josh Van; he can get taken down. He has great takedown defense, but it's hard to control him on the ground. He has a really good get up game too. But Pantoja's different on the ground, bro. He will be relentless with the takedowns. He is going to get the fight to the ground. He should know not to strike with it. They're going to be on the feet. Don't get me wrong, for a decent bit of the fight as well, but that's not where he wants to be. For the entire fight if he wants to win against a guy like Josh Van who has really good
Hmm.
striking, like you said. Like I said, I like both guys, man. It hurts me to make a call on this, but I think Van, his time will come. He's still so young. I think he's gonna get checked in this one, but if he pulls it off, man, congrats to him. I'm not gonna be mad at all. But I gotta rock with the champ, man. I think Pantoja gets it done. I think he gets a rear naked choke, man. Rounds 2, 3, or 4. Give me Pantoja. Eye submission. Show the young bull some levels, but Josh Van's time is coming for sure. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, trust me. I was on Pantoja for a little bit, and it's very hard to bet against him. But man, well, I've seen a lot of backstory to Joshua Van, and man, he's just this guy. This is a hungry guy. This is a hungry dog right now. He wants this title, and I'm gonna give it to him, man. Against that fight against Brandon Royval was one of the best fights I've seen in a while. It
That
was
was a
awesome.
banger.
So I like him to pull it off. But we'll see. Let's go. Let's go. All right, it is time for the main event.
Let's
It's
go.
time. Let's get it. And for the bantamweight title, we got the champion Merab Dvalishvili going against ranked 3 Peter Yan in the rematch. Whew! Let's get it, man. Let's end the year out strong on this pay-per-view. You know,
Oh,
as much as I want to talk about this fight, at the same time, I don't think there's really much to talk about. Merab is absolutely him. He is him. He is one of the best bantamweight fighters ever. I think he's going to be one of the best bantamweight fighters for sure ever. Merab being champion. He is beating the best to be the best. He is just relentless. I just honestly like this guy. He's becoming a fan. I'm becoming a fan favorite of him, and I feel like after every single fight he's been through, I feel like he gets better and better and better. Merab is him. Simple as that. I don't want to glaze Merab too much because we gotta give some satisfaction to Peter Yan as well too. Peter Yan is as well a great striker, and has definitely improved since the first fight. Peter Yan's wrestling has actually improved as well too. He's his takedown defense has went up to an 85%. So he's definitely coming into this fight the right way. Because Merab's going to bring a lot of pressure and going to shoot for a lot of takedowns. So now that Peter Yan's takedown defense has improved as well, maybe this fight is going to stay more on the feet. Maybe we get more of an exciting one than the last one. Maybe Peter Yan puts Merab in a little bit of trouble here and there, but from a betting perspective and on paper, I'm not gonna bank on that. I think Merab is gonna get the dominant win once again. What impresses me the most about Merab is his cardio. I think that's the reason is why he gets the win in just fashion. Is because this guy does not get tired. This guy can go off. This guy can go 10 rounds if he wants to. He's laughing. He's talking to his coaches. He's talking to the people in the stands. Like this guy is just like like he doesn't get tired to me, man. I just honestly think he's just him when it comes to the bantamweight division. So as much as I think it's going to be simple, guys, for this one because there's not a lot of good odds, not really a lot of plus money I like in this situation. So give me simple as this. Merab money line at minus 425 and by decision at minus 220. I don't think he gets the finish on Peter Yan. I think this is going to be, this fight's going to go decision. The minus 220 for Merab is the bookmakers telling us that this fight is for sure going to go the distance. So simple as that. Let's go. D Will, what you got, my bro?
yeah, bro. I'm with you. I'm on Marab. I think it plays out similar to the first fight. You're gonna have to put Marab out to beat him. I don't think Jan's gonna put him out. It's simple as that. Minus 500 favorite. Been dominating everyone in the division. It's a rematch. His striking's only gotten better. No reason not to take Marab here. I like him by decision. Not really any good plus money props, but yeah, and still, Marab's got this one, man. Let's go.
Simple as that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
That's it, man.
Let's
280.
go. Let's go, my bro. Let's go. All right. That is the betting breakdown for UFC 323. And it's now time to get to the good part where we're trying to cash. D Will, my bro, on the last YouTube video, you cashed us out a plus 354 odds parlay. Let's go, my bro.
What
I
we
know the people
do,
are happy about
man.
that one. Let's go.
Let's go.
Our first YouTube video where we give out a parlay. My boy D Will gives us an absolute banger and cashes us. Let's go. Now, the people want to know, do you have another one for us?
Yes, sir. The people been requesting, and we're gonna give the people what they want. Last
Right.
week, our debut parlay for the video, cash that shit, 3 legs plus 354. We're gonna keep them going every single week. I'm gonna try to find a nice 3-leg parlay each week around plus 200 to plus 400 odds that I really like that we can cash and make some money. Let's get straight into it.
Let's go.
Second YouTube parlay plus 291, 3 legs.
Let's go.
First
Plus
leg.
291. Let's go.
First leg is going to be Mansour Abdul-Malik to win in rounds 1 or 2. I think
Love
he
it.
handled business. Leg 2 is going to be Jalen Turner inside the distance. Think he gets Edson Barboza's old ass up out of there. And leg number 3, the icing on the cake, Chris Duncan to win in rounds 1 or 2. That's 3 legs plus 291. I'll repeat it again really fast for you guys in case you didn't get it. Mansour Abdul-Malik to win in rounds 1 or 2. Jalen Turner inside the distance, and Chris Duncan to win in rounds 1 or 2 plus 291. Let's cash this shit. Let's go.
Let's go. I love it, bro. I love it once again, man. I'm
Get
tailing.
it.
And for the people, I'm sure you should too, guys. Because like I said, D Will is hot right now, and honestly, I think we're gonna
So,
cash
so we
again,
do.
man. The only sweat I gotta say about that one is Duncan and McKinney. That's the only one. But I
Facts.
love the two other ones. I love it. But
I agree.
I think Duncan is honestly just the better fighter here, and honestly gonna pull off the win.
Yeah, I think we can cash it, bro. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, everybody. We did the betting breakdown. We gave you the parlay. It's time to just cash at this point.
Let's go.
UFC going down this Saturday, man. And this is the last pay-per-view ever. No more pay-per-views. The UFC in January in 2026 will be jumping to Paramount. So get those Paramount subscriptions ready because I'm done with
Facts.
ESPN Plus. I am tired of that. I'm
Facts.
tired of that. I'm tired of it. I'm done with that app. It's trash. I'm excited for the Paramount. I'm excited for the Paramount switch. So let's go. And for the next one, we got. And for the next card, we got an absolute banger. We got UFC 324 Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. That one's gonna be a banger. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
But,
Let's get it, my brother.
before we get to that, there's still one more card left, guys. So we will be back next week for sure. But I think let's cash for this one first. Appreciate you guys joining the cash zone. We appreciate you guys so much. If you guys can, please like and subscribe this video. That's very important to us. That's what gets us out here to keep doing this. Give us the motivation to keep giving you guys winners, bro. Any last words, D. Will?
No, sir. I was just gonna say real quick before I was gonna say after next week's card, we got 6 weeks of no UFC, so I'm really trying
Oh,
to
I
make sure
forgot.
we cash the fuck out before then. Honestly, I didn't want to bring it up because to end the video on such a low note, I was like, yeah, let me just be quiet. But since you said something, yeah, man, gotta put that out there. Yeah, this
True.
week and then next week, last 2 cards of the year. Then we got 6 weeks of no UFC. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, but we'll definitely have enough time to be in the lab for the next big card after that next year. So you know what I mean. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's cash out for UFC 323.
Let's go.
Man, let's go. I'm hyped, man. Let's get it. Appreciate
go.
y'all for tapping in with us, man.
Thank you guys once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go. Let's cash on Saturday, baby. And that's Drop Zone for you. Peace out.
Let's go.